Today, putting wheels under this. These are wheels. This is a table saw stand, and it's rated for 1,000 pounds. This thing weighs 900 pounds. Seems like a good match to put the table saw stand. Huh. I have tried everything. I can't get this to fit under here. So after careful consideration of the instructions, it has become apparent that those know-it-alls in China think it's easier to assemble this around this. I'm doubtful, but I'll give it a chance. Means I need to move some crap around though.
I'm here observing the garage junk in its natural habitat. As you can see, this piece of garage junk has created a protective membrane between it.
Here's how these work. They've got this plate in the corner here that's supposed to sit under the corner of that, but as you can see, I've outsmarted myself, and I've put this chunk of rubber here. So I need to gently move this thing just a little bit, this thing, that way, so that I can tuck this under the corner. Let's see how we'll do that.
Oh, bugger, that's heavy. That. Oh, maybe.
Talked it over with myself, and I think what I'm going to have to do is put some blocking under this thing, just past here, right there. Put this under there, so that I clear these units. So I need to get all four under it, all the bars inserted all at once. I can't lift up one side and put them under and lift the other because they can't slide together. Not the way my garage is arranged, because I'm up against the wall.
Spacers. Use up all my spacers. Nope.
No further.
Oh, what's going on?
Hey. So I got to thinking, I should put this piece of wood here right in the middle of this cabinet. So what I'm trying to do is get this piece of wood here spaced kind of center. That looks about it there. So when I let this thing down, it should just float or fall over and kill me. Let's find out. Well, that strikes me as unsafe, but workable. We'll just do that. And I get to pull the rubber things out from the other side. Alright, so the whole thing's being held up by that pivot point. So this thing should be square. So I'm going to use this side as a template, the back side. Yeah, to get this bar centered in here at least a little bit. Like that. Like that. Like that. Figure out. So if I stick it through the S and the X. Shop Fox in. Which totally ruins that area. There's lock nuts that came with this that I'm supposed to install upside down. I think it's all a bit silly. I'm just going to replace these things with set screws so there's no bolts sticking up everywhere. Okay, should be able to slide that in and bolt that other bit on. Idiot put the camera here. Well, I've made it terribly easy to get to those bolts back there. It's midpoint. I am on max. Safety. Maybe put my safety back. Put it in a different form. One. Good enough. Handy tip, these leveling feet here are, it's crafty, they're attached by a magnet, so when you assemble it there's no shenanigans, you just stick it in there. But, well, this one's a bit stiff, I meant to clean that thread out. That was smart. As I was saying, these feet are attached by a magnet. They've got about a 2.5 inch shaft on them, so if you forget to put them in before you bolt this thing on, you're hooped. I've dug out my vat of metric bolts. These are, yep. Hopefully I have a bolt I can thread all up in there and use to coerce this assembly. I think I just forgot to thread it. crunchy. One of these things. Oh, it's a 5/8 head. Lovely. Well, I'll put that in the metric tap collection. I've lost the knob. Here's where I pretend the knob wasn't in my big ice cream pail of metric screws. Oh, much better. Alright. What was I doing? Right. Oh. What the hey? Alright. Now, in theory, I should be able to make that piece of wood disappear from out underneath this thing, and I'll be done. What? Oh, I left my safeties engaged. Great. Just stick my fingers under a heavy thing. Oh. Fingers up. Clean up some of this junk. Let's see. Will it blend? Well, it moves with about as much grace as you'd expect. 1,000-pound refrigerator move. But it moves, which it wasn't doing before. So now I can actually get to things. Like insulation holes in the walls. Ta-da! I love reading complaints on Amazon because they're always written by idiots and it makes me feel good about myself. Things like, I got this thing and I couldn't put it together because the bolts were metric, or stupid. I should complain that the bolts are loose. What's this? Assemble the thing and it's just falling apart on me. So yeah, I forgot to tighten the bolts on the casters. It's been a lot easier. Hadn't done this before. And I say hindsight's 20/20. Bullcrap. It's like 20/20. Alright, learn from mistakes. I think I like that wrench there. I'll just leave it. I got them tightened. So my weapon of choice ended up being a little tiny 1/4-inch breaker bar and a crappy little socket of unknown origin. Ow. So that concludes this exciting episode of... I don't care. Whatever, it's done. It rolls. What a difference a little oil makes. Wow. I can move with one hand. Drive it through the oil stains I put on my floor.